This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Mood Prep. My name is Dave Nixon, and today I'm going to get stuck straight into it. This may even be a little bit shorter, and I'd love your feedback on that. However, one of the key things that I want to really drive home today is don't wait for the negative thoughts to stop so you can start doing what you want. So many people are waiting for the negative thoughts to end. When do they finish? Right? So they can start to do what they want. They go, I want to do this, but I also still think this. How do I switch that off? The actual way you switch that off is you go and do the thing that you want to do, right? You shut up the scared little boy, the scared little girl in your head that's telling you shouldn't do something by going and doing it. You must, if you want to get rid of it, you must move through what it's afraid of, because it's the little boy, it's the little girl inside of you that's actually afraid of that. And whenever we go, it's so loud, it's like, yes, have you heard a fucking toddler scream? That's what's going on inside. So the key thing here that's so crucial for all of us is to move through the hard. Do not wait for the voice to go, because it won't. It may be there until the day you die, but it doesn't have to stop you. It does not have to stop you from actually moving through and doing what it is that you want to do. And this is variable for every single person. Sometimes it's not the voice of the little version of them. Sometimes it's a voice they heard when they were the little version of them. Sometimes it's the mother or the father or the teacher or somebody along those lines that's in an authoritative caretaking position, right? But the most important thing that I just want to drive home again and again and again is that don't wait for it to stop, because then you'll never start. It's so crucial to be able to move through and do the things that you want to do, even if the voice is there. This is the same as saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's like, hear the fear and prove it wrong, right? Because it's like, well, how do I get rid of it? It's like, you don't get rid of it, but you test it. You go, well, if that's true, then I'm going to find out, and I'm going to try 10 times and figure out, how often it actually happens. I'm going to go all in and make sure that I can do whatever I can to make sure that we can see if it's true or not, if it's real or not, if it's honest, or if it's just scared. And often by doing so, you just fucking dissipate. It just disappears, right? Because you've proved it wrong. It's one of the most powerful things. It's if you ever take anything from my podcast, take this: that the scared voice is only scared. It's not speaking truth. It doesn't know truth. It's just scared. And in order to calm it down, it's worth acknowledging it, letting them know, thank you, but I've got it from here, and going and doing the thing that scares the little boy and little girl, because it is the little boy and little girl inside you. It's not you. You're not thinking that now as an adult. If you step into who you are today, into your actual fucking being and all your fucking power, you're not afraid of it, right? The powerful thing is being able to recognize when things are hard, when things are tough. Our ability to move through it is what silences it. It's what proves it wrong. It's how we level up. Don't wait for it to go, because it never will. And this message, I suppose, is for any person that has something in mind, that every single time they want to do something, right? For me, it was starting this podcast. It was writing a book. It's changing the business. It's doing all sorts of things. I still have that voice come up for me, right? But I'm an adult now. I don't need to listen to it. I can acknowledge it in the same way I'm not going to ignore a child, but I know it doesn't speak truth. The worst case scenario thinking is not true. It's not reality. In the exact same way, the best case scenario thinking is not reality either. Neither's reality. And as long as you're thinking of either one and actually listening to it and not taking any action, you're not actually fucking dealing with reality. So maybe it's time to learn to deal with reality, and you test the old beliefs in order to make way for new ones. This is why we must let go of who we used to be, in order to become who we can be. And on that note, Tim, this is a short one today. I'm done. I'm leaving it there, short and sharp. I hope you got something out of this podcast. I hope it really drove home for you. And if you found this podcast beneficial, it would mean the world to me if you would pass it on to someone else that you think would also find it beneficial. If you haven't already, jump on Facebook, search Mood Prep Community, join me there. I'd love to see you in there. But Tim, I'm done. Until next time, peace and pizza, kick today in the dick, and slay the dragon.
Dave?
I'll see you soon.
Well, Brad Bodnerchuk coming from you here in Vancouver, Canada. I had a quick question for you today after listening to Can't Hate What You Don't Know. So my question is, if we are in this mindset of accepting people and just understanding it's just our experience of them, how do we not become just so passive in what we're doing? Meaning, what do we actually stand for? So if someone's acting a certain way, it is triggering us, sure, but do we have to have, or should we have, standards in our life for the people that are around us? And how do you do that without projecting your ideals, your vision of how someone should show up and should act? So it's a balance that I'm struggling with. How do you stand for something but also be super accepting as well?